today, let's go ahead and get started on this cool toned makeup look. The first thing that I am going to go in with is primer, and I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which is something that I have been using a lot lately. But I'm only going to use one pump because I feel like if I use too much of this primer, then it doesn't work the best with the foundation. It does a great job of making foundation stay on like all day, but if you apply too much of it, then it'll make your foundation kind of clump up just a little bit. There we go. Let that dry down a little, push it into the face. And then for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline 24-Hour foundation. And this looks way too light for me, but if it oxidizes, which most drugstore foundations oxidize, then we will see exactly, how much of a match it is. My skin is like a hot mess, so I apologize. But hopefully this foundation will take care of that and cover everything up for us. Okay, so I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with how this is matching my skin tone. It's not pulling too orangey on me, which I was really worried about because like all my high-end foundations, like all the foundations I have, pull too orange. I'm constantly on the quest for something that matches, and this actually looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead then and move on into the concealer. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape and just a little concealer brush. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the face. I was really hoping to be able to like switch over to using the ColourPop or something, but the ColourPop foundation, not foundation, sorry, but the ColourPop concealer doesn't go light enough for me. It works great as like a natural concealer for me, but it doesn't work great as a highlighting concealer for me. So I wish that they had like a color that was just a little bit lighter. And I'm going to prime our eyes today with concealer. I'm applying this after I applied all my other concealers so that I can really pat it down, and then when I set the rest of my face, we're also going to set the eyes. So killing two birds with one stone kind of thing. I'm looking and I'm so white that I almost blend into the background. I might need to get a different color background just so that my whiteness doesn't blend into the background as much. But I'm more like an off yellowy red white, while the background is actual white, so at least I've got that going for me. And to set everything, we're going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Love the powder, absolutely hate the packaging, because when you use the powder it goes everywhere. I wish they hadn't done this awkward lip around it, because product just gets stuck in it, and it's not very enjoyable to use. Not at all. But yep, we are just going to set the eyeballs and the rest of the face. And this foundation dries down to a pretty matte feel. It still has a slight, not tackiness to it, but still a slight little something there. So I'm going to actually set my whole face with powder, which depending on the foundation you use, I don't think you need to do if it dries down like all the way to kind of like a powdery finish. But this one doesn't, and I don't like my face feeling like it's wet or anything like that when I actually touch it. So yep, we're going to be setting the whole face. And then let's let's get a little closer, and we will do our quick little eye makeup that is going to be simple but effective. I'm going to be using this lovely palette right here, which is the Laura Geller Iconic New York Collection Downtown Cool Eyeshadows. Quite a mouthful. But I think for a cool toned palette, I really, really like it. And it does have like a nice, like terracotta color, but even then it still works with the color palette. So I love, love, love this color selection. So for doing a nice, simple, cool toned eye, I think it is going to be perfect for us. So to start off, I'm going to go in with this light taupey color right here, and we're just going to apply it all over the mobile lid. So this part of our eyeball right here. And I'm going in just with like an e.l.f. kind of a dense, they don't name their brushes, but it's the 201. It's kind of just like a, not a super flat synthetic, but more of a flat, fluffy brush to pack eyeshadow on. And once we've got that applied to the lid, then on a big old fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with the same color. And I'm just going to buff that into the crease just to quickly like blend this out and give it more of a blended look. Then on a smaller blending brush, this is just like the Real Techniques crease brush, I'm going to go in with this Dove Gray color right here. And we are going to start putting that into the outer V of the eye. And I'm only going to take it about here. I'm not going to bring it all the way. Really concentrating adding that darkness onto the outer part of the eyeball. Then next, to add some fun to the look, we are going to go in with this purple color right here. And I'm just going to rub my finger like so, and I'm just going to press that into the outer part of the eye. Ooh, and there was a lot of fallout on that. So be careful. Then we are just going, oops. Then we are just going to add eyeliner. And before we do that though, to blend where we added the purple, I'm just going to take the first brush that we used and very gently just go back and forth like that to blend the purple and our first gray color together. Now we're going to add the eyeliner. And then to blend that eyeliner a little bit, I'm going to go in with an angled brush. And actually we're going to go in with the purple color, or not purple, wow, the dark navy blue color in the palette. Okay, and I am going to finish the upper. I'll fix this later, but first we are just going to finish the eyes really quickly. And I'm just going to go in with this same color that we went in beforehand. And just gently run it under the eye like that, taking it from here to the center of the eye. And then after that, to keep the smoky factor going on, we're going to tightline. And when we tightline, only take it into where your natural lash line ends. And then throw on mascara, and if you like lashes, go ahead and throw those guys on too. Okay, so I apologize. I started doing my blush before I hit record, so I'll just show you what I did. I used the BH Cosmetics, this is one of their blush palettes. This one is Classic. Yeah, this one's Classic Blush. And I went in with this very pretty light color right here. Their blushes are hit or miss for me. They can be a bit too pigmented. And all I did was I took it on this fleshly brush right here a little bit. I dabbed it on the cheeks in this area right here. I didn't take it too high on the face. I did that on both sides. And then to bring it together, I did a little dusting across my nose and connected it like that. I like doing that when I'm doing a natural blush. I feel like it just brings it all together and gives it more of a natural glow back into the face. So, blush is on and we are recording. So then we are going to go in with next the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the color light bronzer since I am very light. And I'm just going to, you know, add a little bit of darkness back into the cheeks. You know, pretend that I can kind of have a bit of a cheek going on. A little bit under the chin. And I'm not adding highlighter. Yep, nope, we're not doing highlighter today. We're being rebels. So all we're going to do then to finish up the look is my lipstick. Where did I put my lipstick? Aha! It's hiding behind my phone. So for our lipstick, we are going to be using the combination today of the Anastasia Beverly Hills. We are going to be using Dead Roses, which is a very pretty mauve rose color. I'm the worst at descriptions, but my lips are super chapped, so we're just gonna put a gloss over it to help balance out the chappedness. And I'm not going to do a super defined lip for this look since this is kind of a very, you know, natural-esque look as far as the makeup range of things can go. So what I'm going to do is I applied it to my lower lip like you just saw, then blend it out with your finger. Don't haphazardly go and do, you know, pay attention to where your actual lips are, because if you do this and you just smear it all over your face, it'll just look like you have smeared lipstick on. But if you keep it within your natural lip line, it'll give you a very nice, natural looking lip color. And one of the advantages about using your fingertip instead of a brush is that your fingertip, the heat from your finger, especially when you have a more matte product like this, is going to help warm the product up more, so it'll be easier to blend. Okie. And I'm going to add just a little bit more depth of color, going back over in the same color to the center of the lip, just a little bit. And then to add some moisture back into my lips, since I have not been drinking enough water and I really need to work on that, I'm going to go in with the Jordana. This is their holographic lip toppers, or they call them glosses actually, but I'm going in with the color, which one is this? Iridescent Purple. Looks like this. It looks really purple in the tube, but once you apply it, it just adds a very nice kind of sheen to your lip look. And I'm only going to be putting this in the center and then blotting it out a little bit. I'm not going to coat the whole lips. And there we go. That is the completed makeup look. Super simple, very fresh. You can go ahead and add your setting spray if you like setting spray. I think setting spray is always good. I don't do it on camera though because I have carpet and I don't want to ruin my carpet. But go ahead and add your setting spray for a look like this though, actually, where it's a little foundation and there's not a lot going on with the base. You don't really need to use a setting spray. Total personal preference. But yep, that is the complete look, and I hope you have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. Mwah. Goodbye.